Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and we are in the recruiting dead period, but the Vols have done a nice job, a really nice job coming off of this past weekend, kind of setting themselves up for a potentially pretty big July. We're going to kick things off with Jeremiah Cobb, the four-star running back, set to make a decision on July 1st. Now, that one seems to be an Auburn lean. He really likes Cadillac Williams, and I don't get it. The turmoil, everything going on at Auburn seems to be an absolute dumpster fire at this point. That coaching staff, no way they're going to make it. There's no way. I just don't see it. But still, it seems like Jeremiah Cobb is an Auburn lean. We'll see how that plays out. Christian Conyer set to commit on July 3rd. Really like where Tennessee is at there. He took the official visit up to Kentucky. They seem to gain a little momentum, but Josh Heupel, this coaching staff, did a good job getting Conyer back on campus. Seems to be trending in the right direction for the good guys. Big 4th of July. Huge 4th of July. Starts off with Francis Mauigoa, the five-star offensive tackle, set to make his decision known on the 4th of July. Now, a lot of people saying USC-Tennessee battle there, but it seems like Miami is also in the mix now. He just recently visited Miami, but of course he wrapped things up on Rocky Top with Nico, the whole family, everybody on campus. So we will see what the big five-star offensive tackle decides to do. Another commitment that's going to pull the trigger on July 4th, that's Jonathan Eccles. Made a video on him yesterday. Five-star edge rusher / tight end in the class of 24, and I get it. I get it. Some people out there, there's no point in talking about the class of 24. It's so far off. And you're right. I mean, this kid, he could commit to Tennessee on the 4th of July, and he could change his mind multiple times before it comes time to put pen to paper. But it is still worth talking about. Jonathan Eccles likes this coaching staff, and he could be that key piece to the class of 24 to get the ball rolling like we saw Ethan Davis and Jack Luttrell do for the class of 23. Lastly, Jalen Smith, four-star linebacker, set to pull the trigger on July 10th. I really like that kid. Good speed for a linebacker, and I like the way he sets up with Jeremiah Telander, who just recently committed to Tennessee. So again, Tennessee set themselves up nicely, got a lot of guys that are going to be making a decision over the next couple of weeks. We will keep you guys up to date on that. But another guy I wanted to talk about in this particular video is five-star edge rusher Shan Davion Bradley. A lot of you guys asking, Boogie, what is the story with this kid? What is going on? We're going to get into it, take a look at it, see where he is at in his recruitment with Tennessee. But as always, do me a favor, smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not trying to pretend to be something we're not. We are fans just like you guys. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Normally go live every Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Slight scheduling change. We're going to move that to tomorrow, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Let's play a little NCAA 13 and talk Tennessee football. I'm going to be a special guest host on the Wrestling Council tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I will drop the link to that in the YouTube feed. But enough of that. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Shan Davion Bradley. You can see this article from 24/7 Sports. Five-star edge rusher, top Vols target, reveals 3 finalists. This is written by Ryan Callahan. Says they're coming off back-to-back official visits the past 2 weekends. One of Tennessee's top targets revealed Monday that he has narrowed his focus to 3 finalists. Five-star class of 23 edge rusher Shan Davion Bradley posted on his social media accounts late Monday morning that he plans to choose between Tennessee, South Carolina, and Texas A&M. So again, you look at that coming off of back-to-back official visits. Back-to-back official visits. That wasn't in Knoxville. He has not been in Knoxville since Rocky Top Palooza back in May. And a lot of people saying, Boogie, should we be worried? Well, that's where we're going to have to watch. We're going to have to wait, and we're going to have to see, because the dead period is here. But I think Tennessee's going to have a good opportunity to get him on campus the last week of July. Once recruiting opens back up, they're going to have an opportunity to get him back on campus. He's also said previously he wants to visit during the fall, so we will see. I think we've got a long way to go in Shan Davion Bradley's recruitment. Says here the 6'4", 211-pound Bradley coming off an official visit to South Carolina over the weekend. Texas A&M hosted him on his first official visit the weekend of June the 17th, and he visited Tennessee for the first time the weekend of May the 28th for the Rocky Top Palooza event. 24/7 Sports Crystal Ball points to the Vols as the current favorite to land him. Tennessee has received 2 of the 3 current predictions, with the other one going to Southern Cal. And again, Southern Cal not even making his final three, so take that for what it's worth. Bradley rated a 5-star prospect, where he's ranked number 36 overall and the number 5 edge rusher in the 2023 class. According to 24/7 Sports, he's a 4-star prospect who's ranked 43rd overall and number 6 edge rusher. Back in March, he named a top 10. Tennessee, obviously, right there in the mix as well. Now, I really like Shan Davion Bradley to commit to Tennessee. I really think that Tennessee is in there. They're out front. They're leading, and I think he's going to be a huge addition to this class. We talk about stacking recruiting. We talk about what Rodney Garner wants to do with this defensive line. Have 8 to 10 guys that you can constantly rotate and keep a fresh body on the field. And obviously you've got Byron Young, Roman Harrison, Tyler Barron this season. You've added some nice talent with a guy like James Pierce, who, he was upgraded to a 5-star prospect by On3. Tyree West. There's some good players, good young players on this defensive line coming in each and every year now that Rodney Garner is back on Rocky Top. And in this class of 23, you've got Caleb Herring, the number 1 player in the state of Tennessee, 4-star prospect. You put Caleb Herring out there with Shan Davion Bradley. Look what Rodney Garner is already trying to build in the class of 24. He's going to continue to add talent. Rodney Garner, we say all the time, is a guy that we need to stick around for as long as possible and let him rebuild this defensive line. It all starts in the trenches, and Shan Davion Bradley will be a nice piece to that as well. It says here, after his visit to Tennessee last month, Bradley told VAWLS 24/7 that he had a great time. At the time, he said he was planning to return there on an official visit this fall to attend one of the Vols home games. Here's the quote from Bradley. Everything was really good. Spent a lot of time with the coaches, spent a lot of time with the commits and recruits, stuff like that. It was just a great time being here. I had expectations, and they just exceeded all of those. I thought I had something to do about the place and everything else before I got there, and all that stuff was just blown out of the water. It seems to be par for the course. That seems to be what Tennessee does with every visit. They seem to knock it out of the park. Look at Francis Malioa coming in town this past weekend with his family and Nico. Nico's finding a way to get those kids out on the river, out in the lakes, enjoying the outdoors in Knoxville. There's so many places. And Nico, I saw somebody on VolQuest talking about it. Why has Tennessee not used the lakes and the river and the different things like that in the recruiting world before? And Nico seems to be enjoying that. And now every time they come back in town, seems like Nico's got those commits, those recruits out on the water, having a good time. And just relationships, man. It's all about relationships. Here you can see he goes on to talk about Mike Eckler, who is leading the recruitment for Shan Davion Bradley. Says Coach Eckler has always been one of my favorite people to talk to over the phone. Him and Coach Chop or Harbin, they've been two of my main contacts throughout all this, but they've always been like they're just talking to me, whether it was about football or whether it's not. Coach Eckler always keeps an energetic smile, always energetic no matter what's going on around him. Coach Chop, he's keeping it real with me and always talking to me about different stuff. And then it goes on with the scouting report there from 24/7 Sports. Has twitch, gets off the ball quickly, closes to his target in a hurry. Says he's fluid and able to bend and dip, make offensive linemen miss their punch on him, needs additional strength and technique, but has a high ceiling based on his athletic gifts and has the frame to fill in. So again, Shan Davion Bradley, Tennessee's got to get him back on campus. So that's where they're at with his recruitment. Look, some of these guys want to get in the boat early. They want to commit, get the decision out of the way before they go into their senior season of high school. Some guys want to wait and get into the fall. And look, go back to last year when people want to question this recruiting class, which I think is crazy for the class of 23. You look where they're at right now with the class of 23 compared to where this coaching staff was at last year. They are so far ahead of the game. So far ahead of the game. Look at who they added late last year. Guys like Caleb Webb, James Pierce, Tyree West, all added late in the game. And that's the way it is. Some guys want to wait, see how their senior year plays out, see what offers come up, make those decisions late in the fall before early signing day. So we'll see. Long way to go. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Where is Tennessee at with Shan Davion Bradley? I think they're the clear leader. Just got to get him back on campus and close the door on this 5-star edge rusher. But hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. Go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVols. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Appreciate you guys tuning in, always showing love to this channel. Thank you to all the new members of the channel. You can become a member by hitting that join button down below, right beside subscribe. Just click that join button. As little as 99 cents a month. You financially support what we are trying to do. We want to do this full time. I want to bring you as much content as possible. And the more of you that join the channel, the more that becomes a realistic possibility. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.